Good evening. My name is Cameron Mills. I'm the acting CAO for the town of Coaldale. I will call the meeting to order at 5 p.m. Begin with 1.1 Land Acknowledgement. The town of Coaldale acknowledges that we are gathered on the lands of the Blackfoot people of the Canadian Plains and pays respect to the Blackfoot people's past, present, and future, while recognizing their cultural heritage, beliefs, and relationship to the land. The town of Coaldale is also home to the Métis District 1 foothills. Moving to 1.2, the swearing-in ceremony. I'll invite Sergeant Sean Dutch to the front, along with Mayor Van Rijn.
Can you repeat after me? I state your name.
I, Jack Van Rijn,
Swear that I will
swear that I will
diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute according to law the office of mayor for the town of Coaldale. So help me God.
So help me.
Hang on a second. Hey, Jack, just had a digital malfunction here. 1 second.
Okay.
I will now hand over the chairing of the meeting to the newly sworn in Mayor Van Rijn. I didn't know this.
Thank you. You have to go sign.
I don't think so. Do I?
Okay, I'll now call up Jason Beekman.
Good, how are you? Sign this for you, real quick.
Hold up, right hand.
Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jason Beekman,
Swear that I will
swear that I will
diligently, faithfully,
diligently, faithfully,
and to the best of my ability
and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of councillor
the office of councillor
for the town of Coaldale.
for the town of Coaldale.
So help me God.
So help me God.
One more shaking hand.
Yeah, you bet.
In the middle.
Jason, back up.
You bet.
Get you in the middle. Okay.
Just gotta have to sign some paperwork here. Next will be Dale Pickering.
So you're in the center of the.
Right hand.
Please repeat
Right
after.
hand. Right hand.
Oh, sorry. What's up there? Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Dale Pickering,
Swear that I will
swear that I will
diligently, faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
and to the best of my ability
and to the best of my ability,
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of councillor
the office of councillor
for the town of Coaldale.
for the town of Coaldale.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Dale, got some paperwork to sign? Jason Beekman. So I want this in a picture.
Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I state your name, Jason Avery.
Swear that I will
Swear that I will
diligently, faithfully,
diligently, faithfully,
and to the best of my ability
and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of councillor
the office of council
for the town of
for
Coaldale.
the town of Coaldale.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lisa. Lisa.
Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Lisa Reese,
Swear that I will
swear that I will
diligently, faithfully,
diligently, faithfully,
and to the best of my ability
and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of councillor
the office of councillor
for the town of Coaldale.
for the town of Coaldale.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you. Thank you.
One more.
Congratulations.
Bill Chapman.
Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Bill Chapman,
Swear that I will diligently,
swear that I will diligently,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and to the best of my ability
and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of councillor
the office of councillor
for the town of Coaldale.
for the town of Coaldale.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ready? One more. Okay. And finally, Jordan.
Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jordan Saylor,
Swear that I will
swear that I will
diligently, faithfully,
diligently, faithfully,
and to the best of my ability
and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of Councillor
the office of Councillor
for the town of Coaldale.
for the town of Coaldale.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Jordan. Okay, so we're gonna do a group photo in front here now. Everybody? You guys feel like
Yes.
Okay, Mark, tell us what to do.
Push together, don't be afraid.
Check your time.
Everybody shift this way a little bit.
Angle.
Bill? Yeah, back. Let's see what we got here. Everybody smiling nice and happy. And again. Two more times. Who's chewing gum? Good. Okay.
And then we're gonna do one by the living wall.
Yeah. No, I licked my lips.
Thank you. The swearing in of our council is now completed. Congratulations to everyone. Moving onwards down the agenda, we have agenda item 1.3. We have a conflict of interest declaration, pecuniary and non-pecuniary. Are there any in the room this afternoon? None declared. Moving on to agenda item 2.1, the organizational council meeting agenda for October 27, 2025. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? Seeing none, could I get someone to make a motion that council adopt the organizational council meeting agenda for October 27th, 2025 as presented? Councillor Pickering makes that motion. I'll call for the vote. And that motion is carried. Thank you. Moving on to new business under agenda item 8.1, the deputy mayor appointment for the 2025-2029 timeline. And we have our Director of Growth and Investment and Acting CEO, Cameron Mills, presenting. Cameron, whenever you're ready.
So the objective of this report is that the mayor and council appoint a deputy mayor and also to decide which format will be used to appoint the position of deputy mayor. So as per section 4 of the council procedural bylaw 921 GE 0425, that council at its organizational meeting shall determine a schedule for a deputy mayor or the roster of a deputy mayor for the term. It is at council's discretion of how they wish to determine the order of deputy mayor. There are two suggested options. First, that each councillor can cast a vote by secret ballot to determine the deputy mayor until the next organizational meeting. So this method would only allow for one deputy mayor for each of the 4 years of the term. Alternatively, all 6 council members can take an equal 8-month turn of being deputy mayor. And council may at any time appoint one of its members to be acting mayor in the absence of or the inability of the mayor and the deputy mayor to act. Key considerations should the council decide on the second option, so the 6 deputy mayor terms, which would each last for an 8-month period. We would suggest those terms be October 27th, 2025 through June 28th, 2026, June 29, 2026 to February 21, 2027, February 22, 2027 to October 11, 2027, October 12, 2027 to June 25, 2028, June 26, 2028 through February 25, 2029, and finally February 26, 2029 through October 28th, 2029. So decision options would include selection of deputy mayor on an annual basis, or alternatively on that 8-month rotational basis.
Thank you. I'll open it up to members of council. Councillor Chapman.
Just thinking this through, looking at the agenda here. My preference is option number 2, that deputy mayor be selected on an 8-month rotational basis. I find the history of it and the tradition of it working out well. And further to that, I don't have a procedure in terms of what you might want to select as a rotation, but that could certainly be left up to mayor to determine as to what the rotation would be, and so I'll just leave it at that. But I prefer option number 2.
Councillor Avery.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm speaking in favor of option 1, where we select a deputy mayor on an annual basis. I just feel it's more worthy of the position. It's not just something that every 8 months it's going to change. Gives consistency throughout our council term. And if anybody would like to run for that, they can put their name forward or have another council member nominate them. So I like it if we do it on an annual basis at our organizational meetings. Thank you.
Councillor Reese.
Thank you, Mayor Van Rijn. I'm also speaking in favor of the option 1. I was going to make a motion for that, but I believe we already have a motion on the floor, but no, we don't have a motion on the floor.
We have no motions on the floor. We're still in a discussion. Please. Councillor Pickering.
Thank you, Mayor Van Rijn. I'm also seeking, same as Councillor Reese and Councillor Avery, I would like to put forward that we move for option 1.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments from council? So I have a couple of comments I want to make. I'm in favor of keeping it on the 8-month rotational basis, and I jotted down some notes as to my reasoning. And the first one is fair and equitable representation. It ensures that all 6 councillors have the opportunity to serve in the role once during the term. This prevents any one group of 4 from repeatedly electing the same person and potentially excluding others. Shared leadership experience is another opinion of mine. Each councillor will gain direct experience in the responsibilities that come with being deputy mayor. This helps build leadership capacity across the entire council table, ensuring we are all equipped to step in when needed. Number 3, reduce politics and a stronger unity. Moving to a clear, predetermined rotation schedule removes the politics and lobbying that can sometimes surround annual votes. Instead of focusing on who gets the votes, we focus on working together as a team. Number 4, transparency and predictability. The public and administration will know exactly who is serving as deputy mayor and when. This clarity improves communication and reinforces accountability. And finally, stronger continuity of governance. By having multiple councillors experienced in the deputy role, we strengthen the bench. If either the mayor or the deputy mayor is away, we have more people prepared to step up confidently. This is not about diminishing anyone's leadership. It's about ensuring everyone has the same opportunity to participate, contribute, and gain experience. Over a 4-year term, a rotation model gives every member of council a fair and equal chance to serve while minimizing division and ensuring consistency in how we operate. Those are my comments on option number 2. Any further Questions, comments? Councillor Avery.
Thank you again, Mayor. And the same could be brought up to rebuttal each one of those points for stronger leadership. You have somebody in there for a year rather than 8 months. True leaders are somebody who's voted upon by their peers. So, we could go back and forth and rebuttal each one of those points about, what's the best option. I've sat on council with both options, and I truly like the 1-year term. It gives that member an opportunity to get more involved, because depending on what it is, if you go through the summer months, there's not a whole lot of activity and things going on. So I really believe that 1 year is the better way to go.
Thank you. Councillor Beekman.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I'm also speaking in favor of option 1 simply for the fact that while everybody gets the equal chance in the 8-month rotation, I'm not entirely sure everybody wants that equal chance. I think some people do want the position over others, and I do feel that it gives more the opportunity for those that want the position rather than others being thrust into that position. So,
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? There's no motion on the floor. Does someone care to make a motion? Councillor Avery, or I'm sorry, Councillor Reese.
Thank you, Mayor Van Rijn. I'll make a motion for option 1 that council select a deputy mayor on an annual basis by way of secret ballot.
Thank you. Any further questions, comments? Seeing none, I'll call the question. Motion is carried. Thank you. So now we will swear in our deputy mayor. Want to do that now? Oh, yes, secret ballot.
No, no, that's not the winner. Sorry, I didn't know what you were doing. This is the winner. This is the winner. By 3 votes. Okay, sorry. That was cool.
This one doesn't matter.
Doesn't, oh, okay.
So for our viewers at home, the deputy mayor for the next 1-year term is Councillor Jason Beekman.
Please repeat after me. I, Jason Beekman,
I, Jason Beekman,
swear that I will
swear that I will
diligently, faithfully,
faithfully,
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of Deputy Mayor
the office of Deputy Mayor
for the town of Coaldale.
for the town of Coaldale.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Jason? Thank you for your assistance today, Sergeant Dutch. Thank you. Moving on, agenda item 8.3, the Town of Coaldale calendar for 2026. And we have our Municipal Clerk, Lana Antony, presenting on that. Lana, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Mayor and members of council. Congratulations on your appointment. The report before you today is, the purpose of the report is to provide council a calendar that was all-encompassing, that included community events, some budget dates, as well as all of the council meetings for the next year and other committee meetings. The community events had been approved at a previous council meeting on September 15th, but the calendar before you now includes the council meeting dates as well as the committee of the whole dates. Some of the other items that are included on the calendar are the Municipal Planning Commission meetings, the Library Board meetings, stat holidays, and that is all. I'm happy to answer any questions that council may have on the calendar.
Thank you. Any questions, comments for our presenter? Councillor Reese.
Thank you, Mayor Van Rijn, and through to Lana. I'd like to make an amendment to the council meeting calendar. I'm concerned that the committee of the whole meetings are not as effective as intended and are not providing council with necessary resources they were set out to achieve. I believe we made more progress with the 2 meetings per month, and I think it may be beneficial to revert back to those 2 meetings per month, or we might need to have a vote to decide which one to do, or to stay with the current schedule, including the COTW meetings.
Thank you. So that's a big ask now. That would have been nice if we would have got a heads up. That would have been something we would have wanted to look at. So as far as when those council meetings would be and such, we don't have that information now to do that. So I would ask our municipal clerk how we would do that if we decide to go that way.
Thank you for the question. So would it be of interest to continue like at the start of the year? So the January 12th is the first council meeting. So are you suggesting every second week or every third week for a council meeting? Like moving forward from that date?
Well, I'm just thinking back to the last time that we spoke about the COTW meetings, and I don't recall council making a definitive answer one way or the other. I thought we were still going to come back and discuss it. And again, I don't believe they're beneficial to us. So whether that's in January and going forward from that point, I'd like to see it go back to the second and fourth Monday of the month.
Thank you. When is our next council meeting?
The next regular scheduled council meeting is November 17th.
And our next committee of the whole?
November 3rd, I believe.
So is it fair to ask then that we table a decision on this until after our committee of the whole so we can discuss it, so we don't have to do this at a regular council meeting?
I would be okay with that.
Is anybody opposed to tabling agenda item 8.3 until after we discuss it at our committee of the whole meeting on November
3rd.
November 3rd? You good to make that motion?
Yes. I will make that motion to table it.
Thank you. There's a motion by Councillor Reese to table further discussion regarding the Town of Coaldale 2026 calendar until our November 3rd committee of the whole meeting. Is there any other questions for our presenter regarding any of the other dates on the calendar? Okay, thank you. Moving on to agenda item 8.4, council committee appointments for 2025-2026. And again, we have our Municipal Clerk, Lana Antony, presenting.
Thank you, Mayor, members of council. The report before you today is a compilation of the committees and boards that council has representation on. There is quite a large list. I did include the listing of what council, because it is the same council as last term, it made it quite easy to present to you of what council had previously participated on. So if it's okay by council, would it be all right to go line by line through all of the committees to see if there is any changes to the existing list? Okay.
So currently for the Alberta Birds of Prey, we have Councillor Reese and myself as alternate. Do you wish to stay on as the primary?
Yes, I would like to stay on as the primary. However, if there's anyone that has any other interest in it, I'd be open to hearing that as well.
Anybody else interested in the Alberta Birds of Prey Committee? Okay, Councillor Reese is going to remain on that, and I'll remain as the alternate. The Assessment Review Board, currently Councillor Chapman is the primary on that one, and myself as the alternate. Councillor Chapman, you good to stay on that one? Thank you. Moving on to Barons Eureka Warner FCSS. Again, we have Councillor Chapman on that one as primary. Is there anybody else that has any interest in FCSS? And Councillor Chapman, you're okay to stay on that one? Thank you. The Chinook Arch Library Board, currently Councillor Saylor is primary and Councillor Beekman is alternate. You two gentlemen okay to stay on that one? Is there anybody else that wants to put their name in a hat for that one? Okay, thank you. The Citizens on Patrol, we have Councillor Chapman. Councillor Chapman, you good to stay on that one?
If somebody else would like to open it up, I'd be happy to stay on.
Anybody else have appetite for Citizens on Patrol? Six 30 they meet. Go ahead,
Just to-
Councillor Chapman.
Thank you, Mayor, and just maybe for members of council, it is Citizens on Patrol, although this would be a council appointment. They are interested in anybody that would be interested in helping out with the Citizens on Patrol, so it wouldn't be just exclusive at this point to members, but if other members would like to, but if Councillor Saylor would like to be council's rep, that'd be fine too.
Okay, so my understanding, Councillor Saylor is going to take on Citizens on Patrol, and then you're going to take the County of Lethbridge Community Learning Council and take that from Councillor Saylor. Councillor Saylor said that's an afternoon meeting, so did you capture that, Lana? Okay, thank you. And then the next one is the Coaldale Chamber of, oh, sorry, Councillor Avery has a question.
Thanks, Mayor. I could be an alternate to the Citizens on Patrol because I've joined the organization, so I'll be at their meetings as well.
Okay, thank you. And Lana will put you down for alternate. Next is Coaldale Chamber of Commerce. Primary on that one is Councillor Saylor and Councillor Chapman as alternate. Are you two gentlemen okay with that? Councillor Reese.
Thank you, Mayor Van Rijn. I actually have interest in being on that committee. Councillor Saylor, if you would want to give that up. Yeah, sure, I'll take that.
Okay, so Councillor Reese is going to take on Coaldale Chamber of Commerce, and Councillor Chapman will stay on as the alternate. Moving on to the Coaldale and District Handyride Association. Again, we have Councillor Chapman as primary, and Councillor Chapman, my understanding is you wish to stay on that one. I don't see anybody else putting their hand up, so thank you very much. Next one is the Coaldale Library Board. We have Deputy Mayor Beekman as primary on that one. Are you okay to stay on? I don't see anybody putting their hands up, so Deputy Mayor Beekman will stay with the Coaldale Library Board. Next one is the Coaldale Regional Pet and Animal Wellness Society. We have Councillor Avery as primary and myself as secondary. Is there anybody else that wishes to put their name in for that? Councillor Avery, you're okay to stay? Okay, thank you. Moving on to the Coaldale Police Committee. Currently, we have Councillor Chapman on that one. We have Councillor Avery and Deputy Mayor Beekman. You three gentlemen wish to stay on with that one? Thank you. Moving on to Community Futures. Councillor Saylor is the primary for that one. Councillor Saylor, are you okay to stay with that one? Anybody else have any interest? Okay, thank you. We talked about the County of Lethbridge Community Learning Council, the Emergency Advisory Committee. Councillor Reese is currently the primary on that one. Do you wish to stay on that committee? Anybody else have any interest? Thank you. Moving on to the Gem of the West Museum Board, we have Councillor Pickering as primary. Councillor Pickering, you're good to stay. Thank you. If anybody else is interested in any of these, just put your hand up when I get to it. And then for Green Acres Foundation, we have a citizen member for that one, Roger Holm. And have you spoken with Roger? He wants to stay on.
I did speak with him and he does wish to stay on.
Okay, thank you. The Highway 3 Twinning Development Association, we have Councillor Chapman as primary. Councillor Chapman, you wish to stay on that committee? Thank you. The Joint Emergency Services Committee, we have Councillor Beekman, Councillor Avery, and Councillor Reese as the alternate, and myself as one of the primary. Councillor Reese.
Thank you, Mayor Van Rijn. I kind of feel like this would make sense for me to be on that one as well, considering I'm on the Emergency Advisory Committee. It just makes sense. So I don't know who's willing to give up their spot, or if I don't know how you want to make that work, but I'm just throwing it out there that I think it would be a good fit for me.
Okay, thank you. So currently we have, again, we have Councillor Avery, Deputy Mayor Beekman, and myself. I wish to stay on that committee. Councillor Avery.
I'll give it up for Councillor Reese.
So if I can speak on that, you bring a lot of expertise to that committee. That's one committee that I think you have a lot of knowledge on. Councillor Beekman.
I agree with that too, and I feel that Councillor Avery is extremely valuable to that committee. I'd be willing to step aside and be the alternate and swap spots with Councillor Reese for that if
Okay.
that sounds best.
Thank you. So for the Joint Emergency Services Committee, we will have myself, Councillor Avery, and Councillor Reese as the alternate. I'm sorry, I said, let me look at it again. So for the Joint Emergency Services Committee, myself, Councillor Avery, Councillor Reese, and Councillor or Deputy Mayor Beekman as the alternate. You captured that, Lana? Moving on to the Joint Intermunicipal Development Planning Committee, we have myself, Deputy Mayor Beekman, Councillor Avery, and Councillor Chapman as the alternate. Is there anybody else interested in that committee? And everybody that's listed is good to stay on. Thank you. And then the next one is the Lethbridge Regional Water Services Commission. We have Councillor Chapman and Councillor Pickering. Is there anyone else that wishes to be on that one? And you gentlemen are okay to stay on that? Thank you. Then we have the Link Regional Pathway Committee. There's myself as primary and Councillor Chapman as alternate. I'm okay to stay on. Is there anybody else that wishes to be part of that one? Councillor Chapman, you're okay to stay as alternate? Okay, thank you. And then for the Malloy Drain Steering Committee, we have Councillor Pickering, Councillor Beekman as the alternate, and myself on there as well. Any change to that one? Councillor Pickering, you're okay to stay? Councillor or Deputy Mayor Beekman, you're good as the alternate? Okay, thank you. And then the Mayors and Reeves, Southwest Alberta, that'll be myself and Deputy Mayor Beekman. The Municipal Planning Commission, we have myself, we have Councillor Pickering and Councillor Avery. You guys are good to stay on that one? Thank you. Moving on to the Southern Alberta Energy from Waste Association. We have a citizen member, Kim Craig, and then we have Councillor Chapman as the alternate. And Lana, Kim Craig wishes to stay on.
He does wish.
Okay. And Councillor Chapman, you're good to stay on. Thank you. And moving on to Councillor Avery.
Thank you, Mayor. And I just want to make sure that I bring this up. Some of these committees and organizations that we're a part of, are we going to be looking at our continuation into these at a later date?
At budget cycle.
Okay, thank you.
And then the next one is the Southern Alberta Canada Association. We have Councillor Chapman as primary and Councillor Reese as the alternate. Are the both of you okay to stay on? Thank you. Moving on to the Southern Regional Stormwater Management Committee. We have Councillor Pickering as the primary. You're good to stay on? Thank you. And South Row, again, we have Councillor Pickering as the primary. You're good to stay on those. And finally, the Subdivision and Development Appeal Board. We have Deputy Mayor Beekman and Councillor Chapman as the alternate, and you're good to stay on those. So, question for our municipal clerk, like quite a few of these committees we have alternates, and then on other ones we don't have alternates. Is that something we should fill? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. The alternate position is most it's listed in the terms of reference for those committees, so not every committee in their terms of reference listed as that, so that's why there's some differences.
Okay, thank you. That's something, if you could put that down for a committee of the whole meeting, we'll discuss that further. Maybe we'll reach out to the individual committees. Last opportunity for members of council. Any questions, comments on any of these committees? Seeing none, could I get someone to entertain making a motion that council approve the allocation of committees and boards assignments as presented? Deputy Mayor Beekman makes that motion. I'll call for the question. And that is carried. Thank you. Moving on to information items, agenda item 12.1, the approved council organizational minutes from October 28, 2024. Those are being approved. Any questions, comments on that agenda item? Seeing none, could I get someone to make a motion that council receive the approved council organizational minutes from October 28th, 2024 as information? Councillor Saylor makes that motion. Call for the vote. And that is carried. Thank you. And that concludes the open portion of the meeting. At 5:53 p.m., I will need a motion that council move into closed session in accordance with Section 197-4-B of the Municipal Government Act to discuss matters exempt from disclosure for items 13.1, subject to Section 20, personal privacy. Who cares to make that motion? Councillor Reese makes that motion. I'll call for the question. And that is carried. Thank you. So everyone in the gallery, that concludes the open portion of the meeting. Thank you for attending today's swearing in. We appreciate your support. Thank you very much. We'll take a 5-minute break.